I'd say Shaq's on Charles Haley's.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, for real.
Yeah.
Like, talk about he would be walking around the locker room naked, swinging his dick. Seriously, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Like, could you imagine? This big 7-foot monster
Walking around,
balls ass, playing pranks on people. Like, what you gonna do?
That is true, man. That's a big man.
That's a big man.
He's funny and he's a generous person.
Yeah, he is a generous person.
He's a good man, dude.
Yeah. Well, he can compartmentalize, you know.
Right.
He can go from, you know, it's mastering several things at once. That's the toughest part is, you know, putting stuff in different compartments and packing it away when you need to be this person or that person or this thing or that thing. Yeah.
Are we ready to rock?
We're rocking.
Yeah,
I think
the camera's going.
That timer started going.
Hey, what up, everyone? How we doing?
Yep. What's up?
Make sure you hit like and subscribe, and I hope everyone is doing well out there.
Really well.
Yeah. We're about ready to run this shit. So we were talking outside.
Yep.
And you're talking about, you know, I didn't shave for 2 or 3 days. And
Yeah.
I think that's kind of funny. And then I talked to Tanner. I think we should have a contest who can grow the longest beard the fastest.
I think I don't know about Tanner. I haven't seen him with the facial hair like that long, but I know you grizzly out really quick. I'm pretty quick too, but mine doesn't grow like thick like yours. You know?
Yeah, that'd be funny if we all did it, but
I think yours would. You would probably get that.
Actually, that might be a good idea.
Let's see what Tanner's got. What Tanner? Pause? Do you grow? Does yours grow fast?
Take your time.
Pause. Does yours grow fast? Pause.
Lance.
Yep.
I plead the fifth. You're just gonna have to find out. Accept the challenge and find out, Lancey boy.
Man, I would have the worst time.
Maybe I should do something. I won't shave until we get 3,000 subscribers.
That would be nice.
That'd be crazy.
Oh man. Oh, you know, let's set that up. Tell them. Tell people at home. What are we doing?
Hold on, man. That's no.
You
no.
can't take it back now.
No.
You said it on GP.
Oh no. Hold on.
They
They could do this. We see in the comments. Is anybody? I think it'd be cool if I could do like a fundraiser thing. I would really need to plan that out.
Well, no. Plan it out right now.
Nah,
say
bro,
it.
because I'm not.
You already put it in the air, dude. All right, so let me see. So if we hit 3,000 subscribers, we'll all do grow your beard and grow your beard. Who grows the beard the fastest with a fundraiser and give what 100 out to somebody that's following.
That could work.
Yeah, give 100 out to somebody that's following and a hat. Off script hat.
And now look at this. This is great. Now we got to follow up on this shit because I just wanted to have a fun little conversation and see where we're at now. If this was somewhere else, I just throw this up in the air.
3,000 subscribers, and we're almost there. And grow our beards out, and whoever grows the fastest gives $100 out to one of the people that.
See, I'm
gonna
have to cheat the odds or something here. I'm gonna have to get some kind of odds. Are we gonna have to do lengths?
Yeah, no, it's gonna be.
I think. Okay, hold on.
You can just tell, bro.
We're
grown men.
If we do this, okay, everyone who's involved has to be clean shaven in the beginning.
Yep, for sure. Yep, absolutely. I'm with that. That sounds good. $100 to one of our followers that shows proof that they seen this whole thing going on. Hit us in our DM and we'll send you $100. Sound good?
Yeah,
the winner. Great, the winner gets that. All right, perfect.
I just fucked this up. Well, we just started a great episode here, so you got anything else to go on to right now?
No, I think we should just get this shit started unless Tanner's got something to say over there.
Nope.
Tanner, you in?
Oh, brother, I was never out.
Perfect.
How are you doing today, Tanner?
Oh, living the dream. Another day, another dollar. Ship
there
shape.
You go.
Hey, I love that saying.
I love that saying.
I didn't say which ship. I said ship shape, but I didn't say which one. I could be the Titanic for all you know.
Yeah, right.
I thought he said shit shave.
Right.
The triple S's.
You got a lot
shave
of
showers.
What's going on in there? What's going on in that noggin of yours?
I don't know. We're having fun.
I mean, I just think me and him are going to be extra because, you know, it's just us three. Stu's has prior engagements, and so does Ashley and Emily and Lexi and everyone else that's worked with us. So it's just the two of us today, like we used to do at old school, so we can have some fun.
Yeah, let's do it, man. You want to get this thing started, man?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Here we go.
Welcome to Off the Script.
We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to.
That's the last time I run something like that again. Yeah.
You like where it went.
Yeah, I just thought about it now. Wow. Fuck.
The funniest thing is because you're going to win, so you're going to have to send that 100 out.
That's fine. I don't mind the 100.
Thank you to everybody that's put your bid in. Joe's going to send you 100. Promise you. To your Cash App, to your Venmo, whatever it is, you'll get that $100.
U.S. doll hairs.
U.S. dollars. Oh, man. I went to a...
I wish I had my phone because
What do you-
you know what? I wish I had my phone right
you
now.
seriously are salty.
No, because the thing is, I have a picture there in COVID of my beard, bro.
Yeah, I have a big
dude,
beard.
it is gnarly.
You remember my beard?
Yeah. I do.
You remember my beard?
I do.
And like 60 pounds heavier?
I saw we went to sushi with me, you, and Stevie. I'm like, God damn, man. You look like you've been in the mountains.
I know. Yeah, for sure, dude.
That's crazy.
I've went there before. COVID did that to everybody.
How about it? Are you kidding me?
I was gonna say I went to a retail store, do a little shopping, right? And I had to use the bathroom. And the way it is now with security and stores and shopping, people, flogging, whatever they call it when they run in and just, I literally sat there and waited 5 minutes for them to call an employee from the back to come all the way up to put the code in, because they don't give you codes no more, to put the code in to let me go to the bathroom. The lady behind me, the girl got there and I was like, let her go first. Let her go first. She's like squirming.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, it just blows my mind, dude.
Did it smell?
No, it didn't smell, and she was embarrassed. She was an older lady, and I wasn't, and there was like 5 people in line. And literally it took her 4 to 5 minutes to get up there to let the code in to let us go to the bathroom. It was just insane. I didn't want to go after her, so what I did is kindly went and did my shopping and left the establishment and waited to use the bathroom somewhere else. But
yeah.
it's insane.
No, it is.
It really is.
And at the same time, there was a situation, not to compare and contrast. I went to Whole Foods and I went in there, and I know everybody in there. And actually, a couple of them watched the pod. I don't know everybody's name, but shout out to you.
Shout out.
So they had a power surge, so they lost their power. And
Whole Foods,
yeah. And so they were, the refrigeration companies were coming in when it happened, and it's been that danger zone, like the 4-hour mark,
Right.
So they weren't letting a lot of frozen stuff out. And some lady behind me is just giving shit to all you can get here is carbs. You can't get nothing else. I can't believe you guys don't have a backup generator. And just going, I'm like, and I looked at the dude.
That's tough.
I go, bro, have a good day. And she goes, well, this is bull. I go, calm down.
Yeah.
Just stop.
Yeah.
Those things are not cheap, and it is what it is, unfortunately.
Yeah. I get her point though too, because you would think Whole Foods would have some backup generators.
Yeah, well, you think but they don't.
But to act out in front of people is embarrassing.
It was crazy, dude.
This lady wanted to pull into this parking spot. She had plenty of room, but she wanted to back up, and it was this whole ordeal, dude. Like 3 people got out of their cars, were like, Karen, pull in the parking spot, and the lady behind her was being an asshole too, and she had her daughter right there, and she wouldn't back up. I'm like, I walked by, I was like, ma'am, can you just back up a little bit to let this lady in? And she backed up a little bit and then let the lady in. But the lady was tripping. She got out of her car, was like, tell her to back it up. Like, Karen, get out of your car. I was like, this is crazy, dude. People just take it to the nines.
It's insane now.
To the nines.
It's insane. It's
especially in California. To the nines.
Yeah, it's getting exhausting.
It is. Truthfully.
That's a great word for me to use, but I've been using it a lot lately.
Exhausting.
Exhausting. Let's go into Flip the Script. This is a great intro.
Yep. Great intro.
We said we were going to go right into it. Let's see, that's what I love about that. You just flip it like,
talk some shit.
And flip my pad.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 3, 2. New Netflix show reveals how Shaquille O'Neal, Allen Iverson saved Reebok basketball.
Ooh. See, I haven't seen this yet, but I can imagine.
I didn't watch all of it, but I started it. And I talked to Mark. Shout out to you. I know you're about 10 feet from me. You'll say something, come through the curtain at one time, Mr. Mastermind. But I watched a couple episodes and skimmed through it. And, like, dude, I think it's awesome. If anybody doesn't know, AI, like I say, Allen Iverson,
right?
For people who don't know him that. He's the vice president.
Yeah.
And it was just awesome to see these two guys work and getting involved with it and the recruiting. His son's involved. You know, I didn't know about the heart surgery his son had, you know, and he got into that. I mean, it's really, really well made, and it's just great to see. And it's crazy to hear that Shaq just wants to be number 2.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Nike's worth $93 billion,
yes.
and Reebok is about 3.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, $3 billion.
Yeah.
It's crazy to see the whole working that they're doing to getting these players and getting these players at a young age.
Yeah.
They're going after them, you know, get contracts. So,
well, Reebok in the 80s and 90s was
because it was Shaq.
It was well when Bubba Chuck came, because that's Allen Iverson's real name, Bubba Chuck. That's his government name. He has the most
facts there.
Yeah. He has the biggest selling shoes on the Reebok brand.
He does.
Those Allen Iverson ones,
Yeah.
the 2s, the ones with the zippers. Like, I remember all those. And then, you know, for Shaq to get involved, and then, but Reebok definitely, those classics, dude. They're like $20 at Walmart.
Right, but I would just, if I was one of these younger athletes.
Yeah, try to.
I'm talking about the young ones because they can sign them like young. They can sign them in high school now.
Right, yeah.
Come on, man. You got Shaquille O'Neal as the president, and then the vice president
is Allen Iverson.
That would be that's amazing, bro.
It's just like you said, though. Nike has 90 billion, 92 billion, 90, and Reebok has 3. Yeah. So, like, the innovative shoes that are coming out, like the Kobe's and like the Jordans, and like, people can't keep up. You know, it's crazy that like all those people went to New Balance, because New Balance was like walking shoes when I was growing up. Like, people rarely, if you wore New Balances, it was like. But now you got Curry, Jamal Murray, Ohtani. I mean, you got huge names.
No, they've really come up.
Kawhi Leonard.
They've really come up.
Yeah.
Because for a long time, or about when I was a kid, they had always called the New Balance the old man shoe.
Yeah, for sure.
Or old person shoe.
Rockports. They wear like walking shoes.
Yeah, I mean, but
old
now
man. Howie Long.
Yeah. No, he does Skechers.
I know he does, but
yeah.
You know, you get the reference.
Well, we're not. Never mind. He's going way off.
I threw a curveball at him.
Yeah, you
did. One of your Raiders linebackers.
Yeah. That was my dog's name, for Christ's sake.
I know. So, I didn't think of that, though.
Yeah, but everybody watch this because I'm really intrigued by it, because Shaq is such a.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it.
They're both iconic figures.
Well, we didn't say nothing about Angel Reese. So
she's the main one. She's the one that her shoes just dropped, I think, last night.
Good for her.
So this is I think they did last night. You know, they showed all that. So
how awesome would it be to have a shoe that you tailor made?
It's crazy.
That was named after you. Yeah. And this was your shoe for people to wear.
Well, that'd be crazy,
cool,
bro.
huh?
That'd be crazy if I had some Rizots out.
Yeah, Rizots. You would take forever to do it, too.
No, fuck it. That'd be fucking crazy. You got anything to say, Tanner?
Yeah, I got some Rizots at home.
I bet you do.
Some Rizots.
He's so funny, bro.
I just taped some I printed out a photo of you, and I had some white shoes, and I was like, well, let's just make this happen.
He had some white Converse, and then he just taped some pictures of you to the sides and made it happen.
Some old Chucks, bro.
Old Chucks.
Yeah, man. I put them on underneath. I put your face underneath so that you can be close to my soul.
That's why we shouldn't ask. You know, he's. Oh, you're
no,
good.
it's no disrespect. It's so you can be close to my soul.
I know. I get it. Of course, I get it.
No, Joe, you're not hearing
I'm
me.
trying to let it go over my head, over everybody's head right now.
My soul.
I get it. Thank you, Tanner.
You're welcome, Joe.
I'm gonna. You know what?
You're welcome, Joe.
All right, what do we got next?
I know, right?
Oh my God, this
we
is
got
hilarious
next
today.
Let's find out. 3, 2, 1. Indiana man charged with stabbing man in fight with 2 Knicks fans at bar showing Knicks Pacers game 2.
You gotta tell me about this. What happened?
It says it right there.
I know, I get that.
I
but
mean,
I know you looked a little deeper into it.
Yeah, I just, being a Raider fan, this is a bad stereotype they've always had, and as we get older and see things, evolve, as we say, but this is involved in the bad way. Like, this happens all the time everywhere now. And it's unfortunate because, you don't know if it's gangs or this or that, but at the end of the day, these fans love their teams so much, they'll do anything, especially at the younger generation. When you're younger, you see, when I was younger, I had more hatred toward teams. As I get older, it's like, okay, it's sports and it's a business and everything that goes on. And now you see this, and it's just,
we call them YNs and YGs.
Yeah.
We understand what those two words mean, YNs and YGs, and you got them in all races, and it happens. And everybody, this younger generation is doing it for the clicks.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into that because I got a question for you about that. But
I agree.
Not to be funny, but I would have thought this would have been a New York fan stabbing an Indiana fan. Pause. But here we are with this is crazy to me. Like, especially like, how does it go that far? Like, stabbing is crazy, right? Stabbing
2 people.
like stabbing
2 people.
like that's like up close and personal. Like,
it's just
let me stab
it was at a brewery.
It's crazy.
But see, it is crazy that Knicks fans were in Indiana, which is funny to me.
It just lets you know, bro, we're way past the fighting stages anymore. There's no more fighting on these streets. Like, you're not gonna throw punches. Somebody's gonna have a weapon.
Mm-hmm. No,
you never know.
Yeah, but see that I don't think it should be going on like that anymore.
This dude, he cut me off, and like I let it go, and then I pulled up side of him, and he rolled his window down and said some wild shit to me, and I was like literally, bro, I'll crush you. But at the end of the day, I was like, I don't know what he got, so I just kept moving. I didn't even say nothing back to him. I just rolled on. Because you don't never know, bro. These people nowadays, man, you don't want to be that person on the news.
You're
on the news,
exactly right.
on
No,
some
you're
dumb
exactly
shit.
right.
I don't have a weapon.
Oh, there you go, right there.
Yeah, there we are.
Shit.
You got stabbed
Go out
up.
to watch a basketball
Talking
game,
crazy.
for your team,
Yeah, you got to watch out, man. These people aren't, especially the YGs, these young guys.
Yep.
They want to do it for the clicks. Yeah.
Yep. All right, Chandler, want to go to the next one?
Channer is going to get it to the next one. Here we go. 3, 2.
Channer. That's so funny you said that.
Fired.
Who is?
Obviously.
Thomas Thibodeau, right?
Yeah, no.
That Tibbs. All right, so
This doesn't surprise me at all.
yeah, well, for me, let me see if I can change your mind. So, the furthest they've made it. All right, so everybody at home, the New York Knicks head coach has just been recently fired after taking them the furthest they've went in 25 years in the playoffs. The most wins they've had in 15 years. The team, he was up for coach of the year. The team performed phenomenally around him. Defensively minded, because he's a defensive coach. And he had 1 year and he's gone. It blows my mind.
It doesn't blow mine.
It does, bro. Like, what are you gonna do better, bro?
Well, maybe the expectation was different.
but-
And not only that,
It had to be something personal.
so who do you think is going to go there?
I don't know. I don't care.
Malone.
I just think that
Malone.
no, I guess whatever. But it's like, like, dude, you got to give this guy another year or two.
Yeah, but that's the NBA.
I mean, you make it to the Eastern Conference
But
Finals and
did you
get
not
fired.
see where Mike Malone got a chip for the Nuggets and they fired him before the playoffs started?
Well, we're talking
Is
about
this a trend now?
We're talking about the Nuggets that won a championship,
Right.
Versus a team that hasn't been in the Eastern Conference
It
Final
doesn't
in
matter.
25
Maybe there was
years.
some inner stuff going in there that wasn't working.
That's my
I mean,
point.
that's the
It
thing.
had
I
to
mean,
have been
there's
the
some
players.
stuff behind the clothes because
Yep,
at the end of the
that's
day,
it.
they
You're
did
getting
play.
it.
They did play a little sloppy basketball.
They did, but that's right though. But they still beat Boston.
Okay, yes, they did with a
Hurt Jay Tatum. Yeah,
okay.
but they still ran
you're
through.
right.
They got to the Eastern Conference Finals.
But there's something else
They
going
won
on.
Game 5. I mean, they did some stuff.
They want to win.
I know, but
The organization thought what they had on the floor was good enough to win. In my
I
opinion.
think the players
There's
probably
something
don't.
going
They
on.
don't
Yeah.
like Tib.
And there might be something comes out
They don't
about
like
it.
Tib because Tib is he's hardcore. He's an old school hardcore. Like
Yeah, no.
he's one of those guys.
Right.
Like break the chalkboard.
Yeah.
Throw shit.
Sergeant Slaughter shit.
Sergeant Slaughter shit. Yeah. So, but I just don't get it. And the NBA is dead ass wrong for letting a guy run and get them that far and then fire his ass.
Not the NBA, the Knicks. You can't say the NBA, the Knicks. The Knicks
Well,
fired him.
I'm saying you said the NBA does this.
Yeah,
Right.
you
To
can see the
everybody.
shit going
You
on.
just
No,
said
that's
Mike
how that
Malone.
league is ran right now.
But dude, it's sad. Dude, give this guy another year. He got him to the Eastern Conference Finals, bro.
What are you gonna get a petition for him?
I don't know. I thought it was just messed up, man. And it kills me. But we might as well, while this is up, we might as well talk about the Pacers Thunder. I mean, I seen a LeBron and Steve Nash podcast today.
There you go again for this is episode 49. Okay, and he's probably said LeBron's name. I'm gonna say 45 fucking times. He said at least every episode he brings up LeBron. So there you go again. Cool. Yeah, go on. Sorry. Fuck.
I seen their podcast. You watched their podcast, right?
Yeah.
Steve Nash and
Yeah.
LeBron. So
Sometimes,
he said,
not very often. Go on.
he said this is the most interesting finals in the past 10 years.
That's really nice to
I'm
him.
like, what?
I'm gonna tell you
Thunder,
one thing.
Pacers?
The Oklahoma Thunder are minus 750.
It's crazy.
Minus $750. That is the biggest spread in
Crazy.
any championship game ever.
Crazy.
That's what they said.
I know.
So,
Because they got it. I mean,
And
who likes
so-
the Pacers?
but how many games do you think it will go?
I mean, I think it's going to go probably 7.
No way.
Yep.
You're out your mind.
The Pacers are good.
There's no way, bro.
But they're sleeping on them. They play good team basketball. This is literally, like, if you look at the matchups, this is a great finals, but just not big market teams. It's not the Lakers.
That's a very contradicting statement.
But how's it contradicting?
Because, I mean, they're
Great teams, small market.
great teams should be here. I understand that whole thing, but the thing
Like,
is,
not
they're
Lakers,
that
Boston.
great teams. I think it's going to be a blowout.
I don't think so at all. And I can't wait for us to check back.
Well, you know what? I will
we're
tell
getting
you
a couple
this.
weeks of this now.
Because we're going to have to do it. But the thing about it is
Let's hear it.
that line, I'd love to see how some shit's going to go down. I mean, there's going to be people betting some crazy shit, bro.
Well, these are young teams.
Yeah, they both, and they run.
Both very young.
they
I
run.
think the average age is 23 or 24 on both teams.
Yeah, they run. They run both.
and they
run well.
run. It's a fast-paced
That
new
is.
NBA.
Yeah.
And Tyrese Halliburton as Urkel, Steve Urkel. Remember how he played in Family Matters?
Yes.
Remember when he played basketball games? That's how Tyrese Halliburton plays. And Urkel, he's nice though. And then you got SGA from Canada, but he won MVP this year. So now you got two young teams, and I guarantee you, bro, this is not going to be a blowout. It's not.
Well, we'll see.
It will not. It will
All
not.
right, we'll
OKC
see.
might win the chip.
Well, whichever one loses, maybe they can get LeBron next year.
Nah, LeBron ain't going nowhere.
Well,
bro.
but they get LeBron next year.
LeBron's not leaving the Lakers until he retires. He's retiring a Laker.
I'd love to see that. I think you're wrong.
He
on
just
that,
had
too.
Luka on the podcast, and they were talking about it. Yeah, he's not. He's thinking about retiring though. Literally.
Yeah, well, I think it's time.
Nah, I think he got another year.
This
in him.
man loves LeBron
Another year.
James, bro. Have you
Another
been
year.
anybody that likes LeBron James so much, Hoss?
Give us another year.
Yeah, there's only one person who I know who likes LeBron James more.
Who?
LeBron James.
And the craziest part is I like LeBron so much, but I told you Michael Jordan is the greatest player to ever play the game, right? So how do I like LeBron that much?
You're contradicting yourself today.
No, I'm
yes,
not.
you are. That's two contradicting statements you've made, Dr. Ilson.
how many times have we talked about the top?
Well, there's nothing to talk about anymore with you.
Michael Jordan's number 1, LeBron's number 2,
No, Kobe's 2.
Kobe's 3.
No, Kobe's 2.
I thought Shaq was 2.
No, Shaq is like
Shaq is Shaq.
7 or 8 maybe.
Hey, that's a whole other
Feet?
No, I like.
Well, he is.
I get what you're saying from the top of the. All right. R.I.P. Tom. What we got next, bro?
Fuck.
All right, fellas. What do we have? 3, 2. Elon Musk leaving Trump in the White House.
I want to hear your opinion. We all know this.
This is very simple. I don't know
Okay.
why everybody's
Simple?
Yes.
Okay.
Bro, when you get two huge egos in the same room.
Okay.
Come on.
So do you think they
Huge
do you think
egos.
they had disagreement?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no. I mean, it's very simple to me. I mean, can you seriously? You look at those two, how they are in business, and him, especially with Tesla and everything. I mean, this is the whole story. I mean, come on, it's simple.
Well,
battle the ego. It ain't gonna work.
Well, I love that because that's such a generalization of the situation. But like, if you get in the nooks and crannies of everything, he posted and said, you know, the big beautiful bill is shit. He said shite. Is shite, and anybody that votes for it, shite. That's basically why he left. Is you've seen his proposal, the big beautiful bill?
Yeah.
That's what he calls it.
Right.
Could you imagine going to Congress with this is the big beautiful bill? Hey, hold on. I did that wrong. Hey, Tanner, do it for us, man. The big beautiful. Can you do the big beautiful?
We've got a big, beautiful bill. It's big, it's beautiful, it's fantastic. We've got great people. Good people on this side. We've got William on this side. He's big and he's beautiful, and his name is William. We call him Bill for short. That's fine. But he's big and he's beautiful.
You see, Mastermind came in. I told you he would. Anytime he heard that voice,
That
like,
was
whoop.
funny, dude.
No,
He
it's the
does
truth.
such a good
He's so good
impersonation
at it.
of
He's
that.
so
Yeah,
good.
it's so good.
Who was that?
Nah, but like, I look. If Elon's bouncing, something's up, bro. I like Elon, bro. I fuck with Elon.
I told you,
something's going on,
bro.
bro.
Come on, like it's a shock, bro. Come on.
I like the way you took it, but like I took it like this, like something's going on. If Elon's like, I'm removing myself from the, and like he sat there in the background the whole time, and like,
Well, no, he's got bigger.
bigger fish to fry.
I know
yes.
he's got to go do his.
That's what the media says.
Yeah, everything is.
And then he said this. He said today. I want you to continue. He said today. Twitter's about to heat up, guys. X is about to heat up, guys. Get ready. But we're
Tesla's sales are way down right now.
well, I mean, obviously,
Yeah, so he's got other things to go. Fix.
I mean, but he's still worried about SpaceX and the rockets and everything, Starlink. But I wish I could have been a fly on the wall in that room when he decided to leave. Well, he said he's going to be in there some type of way, but he's not officially running Doge anymore, right? But then that X post just threw me off. I was like, damn, the big beautiful bill is for shite, and anybody that votes for it, you're shite. I'm like, what is really in there? Eli saying this,
right?
Well, that's the hot topic of the topics of the week, right?
Let's change this a little bit.
Hot topics of the week.
Hot topics. Yeah, fuck, I can't talk today.
Hot topics of the week.
Let's keep it moving.
All right, so
What's up, TikTok?
what do you want to go to?
I want you to ask me something. What's up? Let me.
my
Where
God,
you at?
dude.
You want me to go?
No, okay.
I got
so,
something for you.
No, you know what's crazy?
Let me hear you.
I've been conversating with a lot of people, and there's a lot of stuff in Los Angeles County right now that's been very slow.
Yeah.
Restaurants have been slow. People just out and about. You don't see as much anymore. A lot of businesses are closed, as we know. And I just think at the end of the day that it's never recovered from COVID.
Mhm.
Okay, but the thing is that the film industry is just crumbling. I mean, it's about 250,000 people were employed through production, to film companies.
I know.
And now, I mean, it's staggering some of the notes I saw today and some of the figures and the numbers. I mean, they were down 22% of January 23. Now it's like 35%. I mean, they're not doing anything.
Yeah.
Nothing is being filmed here anymore. There's nothing going on. And all those jobs are lost. And all these people had homes here. And it's just the whole fires and the strikes. And it's just, it's crumbling. And I really hope they save it. And I'm really disappointed that, the governor hasn't come and said, we're going to do a huge tax break for you guys. Because that's how that's how everybody left LA is to the other states for the tax breaks.
Yeah.
But they don't have a good enough one here.
Yeah.
So it needs to change, well, because it's kind of heartbreaking in a way,
I'll tell you some of your favorite B-list celebrity actors and stuff are DoorDashing and Ubering right now.
No, everybody. Yeah,
Seriously,
everyone's
in
working.
Los Angeles.
And it's always been that when you talk about an actor, that's different. But I'm talking about grips, makeup,
Well,
costume,
I mean, them too.
all those guys are
Them
working.
too.
It's just crazy how bad it is.
The music industry took this just the same hit, dude. You know, there was like, I think it was like, last time I checked, it was like over 45 or 50 independent studios, recording art studios closed down, including mine. And it hasn't come back yet. I mean, those are millions of dollars people are lost out on.
I don't think it will.
And it's not, I mean, like, I think the way technology is going, dude, is like artists don't need to, like, all right, so back in the day, it used to be you go to LA to get the vibe and you're recording your album and you're in, you know, the mix room, or you're in, you know, Westlake, and you're in one of the big studios that Michael Jackson recorded in. Now this, you know, my aura is good and I feel great. I'm gonna make this fire ass album. I have a studio at home now. And it's just like it's like Netflix. You can watch a brand new premiere movie at home, or you can drive to the movie theater, go pay your tickets, and sit and watch the big screen. What's convenient? Convenience is everything for everybody.
I do agree with you that, but at the same time, making huge productions are different than just making content. But,
I think it's wrong for
but
sure.
Then everybody can. But see, that just shows anybody can do anything. That's where it's at now. That's what they want. It's going viral. It's not about doing good work.
Yeah, I think
through the years as an actor, but I'm just saying as the business, I think it's done, and it's sad, bro, because it's just changing LA big time.
They're phasing out the boomers, bro.
Yep.
The new wave is live stream, Bing, Bang, Netflix, live streaming, the all the networks that are, you know, it's no more of the, you know, I mean, sure, you're gonna get you're still gonna have big producers and you know, Taylor Sheridan, the guys that are writing all these TV shows, but at the end of the day, dude, like, this thing is like, you can do this on your own, damn near.
No, that's what it comes down to.
So,
Tanner, you have any thoughts on that?
Oh yeah, big thoughts, pregnant thoughts. Here's the thing, man. Technology has changed the entertainment game forever.
It really has.
So once streaming came into play, you know, DVDs were slowly fizzled out.
Oh yeah, boxes.
But that was big
It's funny you
because
said that, dude. I was on the SAG committee one time. I didn't have a fucking DVD player, and they put me on this committee to vote, and they sent me all these fucking DVD. I go buy a goddamn DVD player. I've never used it since. I'm sorry.
No, I was just playing. You're fine.
No, I'm serious. He's right about that. I had to go buy a fucking DVD player.
Right.
Yeah, what's really interesting though, because back in the day when DVDs were big, you would get two pops. You would get the theatrical release,
Right.
and then you would get the DVD release.
Yeah.
And those were two really big, important pops for movie studios. But now that they're only getting one, they're not going to take risk on lower budget movies. They're not going to do rom-coms nearly as much.
Yeah.
Just because it's not going to make $1 billion. And if it's not going to make $1 billion, what's the point?
Right.
So that's why they're doing everything with IP based or a built-in fan base, which is why they're looking at people's follower count.
Yep.
As long as they can prove that there's a built-in fan base already, it's not that they can't come up with new ideas. They just have no incentive to on the bottom line.
Yeah, absolutely, man. If it's not going to make money, it doesn't make sense, right? So yeah, I totally agree, man. And that's why, you know, all these, you know, independent people are just like, hey, look, I knew like it was probably like 5-6 years ago when they started making Netflix specials of comedies, like comedians were going and doing that. Because remember back in the day, it was like you would do an HBO special, and that was, you know, that was the cream of the crop. Right. Now you got people dropping full specials on YouTube, on Netflix, on all these different platforms, like full out comedy specials.
And not only that, they're bringing a lot of on Netflix stuff that was done 20 years ago, 15 years ago.
Dude, it's the year of the creator and the you know, somebody that, you know, wants to push the needle a little bit independently. You know, we don't need you anymore. That's where they're at now. We don't need the big studios anymore. We'll write a script, we'll get it filmed in 4K, drop it on YouTube and make more money
But
than we make.
it's still not just the same though to me.
I know,
but
I know,
that's a generational thing.
I know it's not, but hey, get with the future, big dog.
Exactly.
Good question.
What
a question.
Go back. This goes back to you about the robot shit. That last episode, I'm still pissed y'all didn't watch because that whole robot conversation blew my mind. Bet on robots.
I don't know what you mean. Why don't you love
He
me?
sounds like the robot from Grandma's Boy.
Grandma's boy. Oh boy, yeah, I remember. Yeah.
I don't have a duster.
Yeah, that was funny. That was a great character.
It was.
Tying into a little bit what we were talking about. What's the biggest concert you've been to, man? Smallest concert, best concert. What's
the smallest concert I've ever been to was
best
Hootie and the Blowfish at Fresno State. That was pretty cool.
Ah, I like that.
And then I saw Bruce Springsteen in San Jose.
Oh,
I really haven't gone to a lot.
Those are two big ones. Hootie and the Blowfish.
Hootie and the Blowfish at Fresno State was dope. It was really cool.
Let me ask you this. So me personally, I've been at a concert and I've been that guy that's got a girl on their shoulders. Let me just tell you at home and for you, Joe, horrible experience. Don't ever be the guy that lets your girl or the girl you're interested in ride your shoulders.
He came home 2 inches shorter.
Let's just say you're going to be sore for about a week and then you're not going to enjoy anything. And it was terrible. But my favorite, and outside of the BB King that I've talked about on this podcast before, that's short.
Right.
I went to a System of a Down concert out here, and it was in Oakland, and wow, amazing.
Right.
Dude. And that was where I had the girl on my shoulder. Horrible for that, but the music was awesome. Would you ever be that guy with the girl on your shoulders?
No, I never did. I'm too old to do it now.
I was getting kicked in the face. Like,
of course, I can imagine.
Like, dude, bro, like, it was terrible.
I went to one of your favorite groups. I went to a Bone Thugs harmony concept at Great America one time. It was fun. It was crazy. It was a good time.
What's a concert you wish you could have went to any time in history? Which one?
I wish I could have seen Tom Petty live.
Oh, like what?
Did.
So like, yeah.
I never saw Tom Petty live. That would have been fun.
I wanted. You know what I wish I could have went to is that Prince performance of the Super Bowl in Miami when it was raining and he was doing Purple Rain and all that.
Yeah, that would have been. And see, that's the whole thing. Whoever does the Super Bowl show, like those tickets are like that because of the fee they're paying the artist. So you get 2 in 1, which is cool. That'd be great if you had a suite.
Hold on. We got to look this up because I don't think they pay the artists, bro. I think the artists have to pay to play the Super Bowl. Let's look this up. Hey, Tanner, can you do that for us really quick, big dog?
Don't worry, I'm already on it.
No, they don't get paid, right? Yeah. Yeah, something, yeah. There we go. Yeah, yep, perfect. Hey, Mastermind, let us know. I knew it was something like that. They don't get paid.
Just repeat that because he just said.
So he said they don't get paid. They can put money in to up the production, but you don't get paid to perform at the Super Bowl. It's you're getting all these eyes on you. So they're like, so that's why you don't.
So that's why you see a lot of people doing like a tour right after because you're basically going to get booked out because it's the best marketing thing ever.
Yep.
No,
absolutely.
It has to be.
Makes sense. Hella sense, dude. For sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's good. I like that.
Yeah. But that would have been so cool to be there. Purple rain, purple. That would have been so cool, dude. What you got, Bo?
So, this is going to be fun. We were outside chilling before we came in, talking a little bit, and my phone rang, and it was shout out to Raider Rich Rodriguez. And he called me, and I was talking to him, and like afterwards, Lance goes, "Well, I know it had to be important. I heard something about Raider tickets." And I go, "Well, that was part of the conversation." But it was funny because he watches the show, and I asked him, I go, "Dude," what should we talk about? And he goes, he goes, "Those mass text messages, those group text messages." He goes, because he can't stand them because we're all in this fantasy football league, right?
So hold on, is this like a group?
Yeah, there's a group of us, like 10 of us, dude. And he goes, it drives me fucking nuts, dude. And I can just see him talking to me over the phone. And I told him, I go, bro, I got out of it. I got out of the chat like 2 or 3 months ago.
It was so toxic.
It wasn't nothing toxic. It's just like, You know, first, like, because I couldn't get myself out of it because you know how you have an iPhone and there's another user you
bunch
can't
of
get
old
out of.
men trying to get out.
They're not all old either. But the thing is, you gotta delete the whole conversation. So I just finally did it because I got tired because I had them on Do Not Disturb and I go on my phone and look and I got like 55 text messages and they're just talking shit about the game or this and that.
Yeah.
So that shit to me, dude, was funny as fuck. That's what he said, and it's to me it's annoying as fuck, bro.
You know how many people in life wish they had that though?
What do you mean? Wish they had that?
So many people are in so many people are lonely in life and they don't have a friend group like that have 55 messages. And I'm just taking it the other way, but seriously,
Joe.
though.
Yeah, don't you feel bad about that
Don't
now?
you feel bad about that?
Just put it. I'm gonna put it up for the answer. Put it up. Just put that left.
No, but seriously though, a lot of people
You
are
might
lonely.
be right on that.
Like I wish people, I wish I had a group of friends that would send me stuff all day. I'll say this. Did you put it up? If likes and views disappeared tomorrow, would you still create content?
Yeah.
Why or why not?
Yes.
If likes or views disappeared tomorrow.
Oh my god.
So
dude.
all right, you didn't get validated for anything.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
didn't get
No, because you know why?
Would you still post content?
Because I love doing this.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
I don't feel the best today.
Why
I
or
told
why
you
not?
that earlier.
Yeah.
And I still want to come because I love just doing this stuff. I
Right.
love putting shit out there just to put out. I don't do it for likes and views, obviously, because y'all ain't viewing, talking shit as much as I thought you would. Two people, see, that's the other fucking problem. Two people just do this, and they don't hit like, oh, I saw this, you didn't like it, so that's where I'm at. I don't care. People see it. Because we get views. We don't get because we always joking. You know what I mean? So I do this because I love it. I have fun with it. I have fun hanging out with you. I love Mark. He's family. Said all this. Tanner, I've been really cool with. He's a great guy too, and everybody else that comes in here. It's just fun. And you have to have the passion to do it. I don't care about fucking likes. Maybe views a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. But
now we're getting around somewhere.
Just I want to make sure people are still seeing it.
Now we're getting around.
I want to make
somewhere.
sure people are seeing because I know a lot of people just go they don't. Because
that's important for a business module, right?
Well, is it? Because you can just buy them.
Yeah, that's very true. You can buy them. You can falsify them. You can bot them. It's tough to go organic, isn't it?
Yeah, it is because
food wise too, right?
No, I like organic food.
You know what I mean, though. But it's a crazy thing, man. Because a lot of people do it for validation, right?
I think so. Yeah.
And it's so easy to say, keep grinding until you got it, till you get it. You'll get it. The longer you do it, the more work you put in. Here we go. You'll be good. Okay. Well, all right.
I mean, you have to do it. You have to do anytime you're in business. You have to have a passion or love for it.
Facts.
I would say, it's just like Roger Goodell when he said, "Well, I would do this job for a dollar."
Yeah.
Shut your ass up, dude. You get paid like $45 million a year.
Right.
There's no way you would do it for a dollar.
Yeah. No way.
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Depends on the dollar. They have some of those downtown and like in Hollywood, and they've got like Tom Cruise's face on them. I think.
Since you just said Tom Cruise, he said he wants to be the only man to do stunts in his 100s. Did you see that the other day?
That's just crazy.
Well, here's the thing: he probably will be.
You think he'll make it?
Well, once he gets his cybernetic attachments, yeah.
Bro,
They're doing crazy things at the Church of Scientology.
You should see the shot he takes every morning.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the same one that kept Joe Biden rocking for as long as he did.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude. These guys, I mean, they're trying to live forever, dude. And they have the access, the money, and the power to have this happen. And every day he's getting that kid, he's probably got a body of a 27-year-old. What is he, 60?
No, Cruise
50,
is more than
50?
that. More. He's got to be what?
55? He's in his 50s.
No, he's not 55.
He's like 38.
No, yeah, his body is, but
No,
he's
he's like 20, 22.
I think he's almost 60, dude.
He's like at least 18,
I think
right?
he's almost 60.
Definitely got to be almost 60.
All right, let's get guesses.
57.
50, 57, 58. Yep.
Who pick?
58.
58 Lance, 57 Joe,
Yeah, what do you got?
62.
Ooh.
Told you.
He's in his 60s.
Yeah, I thought he was a little older.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Clint
So-
Eastwood just turned 95.
I know. That is. How old's Harrison Ford is like in his almost his 90s too.
He belongs in a museum.
Dude, I pray I make it that long. You know, that's a long time to live, dude.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a long time.
Sure it is.
And they've been successful for so
Oh, for a long time, man.
You know, it's sad that people that don't have the access to the means to live that long never will, right? Right?
Wow. Yeah.
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 If you weren't Magic Johnson
Yeah.
in the 90s and have access to that, you know, not to take it that far, but he's a billionaire now, right? What do you think's more powerful today? Authenticity or aesthetics? We just talked about a little bit
No,
about it.
fucking, I
Yeah,
already know.
I wanted to keep it going.
Say it one more time. I always like to repeat.
So being authentic or the look of
Just
things?
want to hear.
Yeah, yeah.
I just want to
I just
hear
broke-
you say
yeah.
authentic again.
Authentic?
What
or-
kind of question is that to ask me?
I mean, but I'm
Do
just
you
saying.
know what I'm going to say?
But I'm just saying.
Authentic, bro.
I hear you.
All day. Come on.
A lot of people would say aesthetics,
No.
right? How I look on
I had
Instagram,
a funny
how I look.
I had a funny conversation, and it was the whole doppelganger conversation.
we know,
Doppelganger. I just had
we've
another
this.
one.
Yeah.
And a doppelganger conversation. And the guy goes, well, you know, there might be someone that looks like me, but they don't talk like me. What, is he laughing over there? Yeah. Go ahead and laugh loud.
Sorry, man. I was just doppelganger.
Yeah, I can't fucking say that word.
Doppelganger.
He said it.
Doppelganger.
I think he's what?
See, I can't do it. Doppelganger. I can't do it.
Hold up. Say authenticity.
Authenticity.
Yeah, at least he pronounces the T, Lance. You just skip right over that,
I
like
skip right over
like it's a little pond that you don't want to get your shoes wet.
That's right.
real quick little.
You're going to cut this one too, dude.
Absolutely not. Are you joking? This is the money. This is the Tom Cruise dollar.
I can't fucking stand
You know
it.
when Joe starts scrunching that bottom,
Get a little frustrated.
he needs a. You know what I'm gonna buy you, dude? I'm gonna get you one of those tennis balls you can.
Yeah, you should.
You might put it on a string though, because I don't want it throwing at the back of my head. Yeah, $20 says you can't hit me.
Oh, I could. No, there's no way I would ever do that. I just wanted to do this because it was,
Yeah.
it's called
But-
off the script. There you go.
the fuck?
There you go.
All right, continue your point, dude.
No, I mean, of course, being authentic, man. Being authentic is a beautiful thing. There's just not a lot of it. Everyone in here is,
Right.
but there's not a lot. There's not a lot of that going on.
What do you think when you get to higher levels of?
There should
of
always
success?
be. I mean, it's just
But-
like
well,
you know.
Hold on. When you start to get to higher levels of success and keeping up image,
Yeah, but it's
Then-
always that you have to be. You treat the man in charge just like you treat the janitor. You should treat everyone the same.
I get that for sure.
And that's authentic to me because
But-
everybody does it.
But the aesthetics, when you start to get to a high level and keeping up with the image
See,
that
that's
you've
what, that's what
portrayed,
everybody's more concerned about
that's
is an
tough
image.
though. But I'm, obviously that's not us.
Well,
I'm just
that's how I
giving you.
feel
I'm
in
giving you
general.
the. I'm giving you the opposite point of it.
Just like everything else, you see these girls online talking. Well, I'm only going to go out with a guy
Well,
that makes $1
it's
million a year.
my point.
Shut your ass up.
So I got a Bugatti and a mansion, and I'm behind the scenes. I'm struggling to keep up with it.
That's all on credit.
But exactly right. I'm struggling. Like every month is a fucking hustle because I gotta keep up with this image, and I want to keep up with the aesthetics of everything. And I gotta post every day with me and my Bugatti and these girls, and this is keeping me fed, right? And then you got the people that do like stuff that is really good and a talent that's authentic that makes them grow. You know, I mean, there's two sides to that coin, bro.
Yeah, there is. There is. But I mean, those are all dreams, bro.
Right,
Dreams when you talk about that kind of money.
right.
I mean, you can have them, but it's just, they're not genuine people usually.
Does it make? I think they start off genuine.
I
and
don't.
And
I don't think they do.
I think they
especially
start
the
out-
ones that are just fucking grandfathered in. Come on.
Everybody says when you get money, it just shows the real you, because whoever you were before you had money, you're going to be that same person, but just with money now. But I think once you get there, dude, that you have this like thing where people are, you have to keep up this image of, I got pape, I got this. I can do this.
But you know what's funny? You asked. We're talking all about.
Could you
this.
imagine if Mark called you and said, "Hey, bro, can you send me $20 for an Uber?" You'd be like, "What the fuck?" Mark would never do that.
I would do it though.
No, I know you would, but you get my point.
Well,
Because Mark would never in his life, because he's fine. But that's what I'm saying. Like it's that same type of shit, bro. People don't want to lose that.
well,
aesthetic.
I mean, okay. So when you talk about that now, okay, what about when a person's a widow
Ooh,
that comes from money?
Look
okay,
at you.
Okay.
Look at you.
What about that?
Look at
Okay,
you.
what about so if someone's widow, been widowed, and they have all this money, do you think they're allowed to go live their life and marry another person after that?
Yes.
And do you think? But why do you think like stars that do? Why do you think they get shamed so much? They're all up in their business.
Well, that story broke, but I think it's a fake story.
About
that
Vanessa? Yeah.
Bryant got pregnant by some other guy, and everybody was talking shit, and then Vanessa said it was fake. But no, dude. Yeah, man. I mean, come on, bro. Like, at the end of the day, her husband died. She grieved him. She has kids by him. It's been years. What is she supposed to just...
But she's always giving the
supposed to just
spotlight
sit up
just
by
because of
herself?
that. Don't you think that's wrong?
No, I think she should find another love.
No,
That's
what
life.
I'm saying, she's always gonna have the microscope on her.
Well,
always.
Yeah, always. Well, when she married
that's
Kobe.
what's wrong with the fucking media. What they do with these fucking people.
When you marry,
When they were like that, it doesn't matter. She should be able to live her life, whatever.
she should, but she married a
But
goat.
it happens all the time.
She married a goat, bro. Think about all the women that, do that on like Real Husband or Real Wives of Atlanta or whatever the fuck. All those reality TV shows. Those women, all they do is they don't work. They do social media and stuff, but they sit pretty and their husband takes care of them. And they're in they're on camera. And that becomes their lives. So when you marry a Kobe Bryant, I mean, and then the way he passed, R.I.P. Kobe, damn.
No, R.I.P.
I mean, that is crazy, bro. Like
being in Los Angeles County when that happened was wild.
She's always gonna be. I mean, his daughters, they're gonna, everything they do is always gonna be. I mean, good thing is they'll always make a check. That would be cool, right? To be in something like that in life. Well, not the Kobe situation. Don't get me wrong. Let me rephrase this. So being done something so big that for the rest of your life, you get a check for it. No matter signing or you show up somewhere. With
a lot of people have done that.
I know.
But see, that doesn't happen.
Crazy.
That doesn't happen as much now.
I know it doesn't, but
it happens back in the day shit. That's when all those residuals got crazy.
Yeah.
There's like, it's just like, I don't remember the actor's name from Norm from Cheers that just recently passed, R.I.P. But I mean, that dude was basically in that, and he made so much money off of Cheers, bro. He was hilarious. Like, I met that guy a couple times. He's a nice man.
I mean,
Yeah.
dude.
But that's old school.
Like even artists, like they get their name out and then they can like even like old artists that still are touring, like they do in the Marengo, right?
Well, I remember back in the day,
$25K plus signing bonuses and signature bonuses.
I had a friend. She was my photographer for a minute, and like her mom was my manager for a long time. And Carolyn passed years ago. Rest in peace again. But I'm not gonna put out the person's name. But she did a lot of childhood stuff,
right,
bro? Like when she was like, she's a location scout now, or manager, and she used to make $1 million in residuals for shit back in the day. She did a voiceover on ET, all this shit. She was still. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's all that old money, that old school. They don't do it like that anymore.
Damn, what's that kid? Damn, I'm brain farting his name right now. But he played Simba in The Lion King.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Was it? Is that his name?
I believe so. Let me take a look.
Yeah. He turned down getting paid up front. He wanted residuals on it, and he's made millions. Like, I mean, like I'm talking like 40, 50 million throughout the years.
He's killed it. He doesn't do anything
and
else.
He turned down the upfront pay to get. He just wanted the back end pay, and now he doesn't even have to act anymore.
No, he doesn't do anything.
No, he just sits there and just collects checks, and I'm talking millions of dollars. That's crazy.
Yeah, he just couldn't wait to be king because confirm Young Simba, 1994.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, dude. Smart game plan. His mom made him do that.
Well, she was smart.
Yeah, she was very smart. If your inner voice was the actual person, how would you describe them? Ooh. Dropped the bomb on you.
I looked at Joe and I just heard Gilbert Godfrey.
If your inner voice was an actual person, how would you describe
Oh
them?
my God, dude.
You asked me that deep ass question last week. I had to get you back this week.
Oh my God, dude. Chat GBT's been working well for you, huh? Yeah.
Chat GPT.
Yeah.
Actually, this was Twitter. Or X, sorry.
That's a really good.
My biography was X for this question.
I like when he said Gilbert Goffler. That's funny. That's really fucking funny.
Joe's just in traffic.
No, I just.
And he's
can't-
like, come
no.
on, let's go.
I would think
James Earl Jones.
I would think Joey Diaz.
No, James Earl Jones.
What the fuck is going on here?
No, James Earl
Piece
Jones.
of shit.
James Earl Jones.
All
James
right,
Earl Jones.
Easy, Darth.
No, I really appreciated all his work.
You gotta do
everything he
impersonation
did.
now.
No,
What
I don't
would
do
he-
impersonations.
Hold on.
I don't do impersonations.
What was
I just do
what was
jokes.
your James Earl Jones beat? Your inner voice, James Earl Jones say.
It's that whole scene in Field of Dreams.
Let's
When
hear
he
it, let's
knocks
hear
on
it.
the door, who the hell are you? I just love it, and then he gets the whole the duster or whatever it is, or with the water, and then he's like, go back to the '60s, peace, love, dope. That's
so funny.
I just love. There's so much that he did, even in Fences. Like in college, like when I read that play,
Right.
you just when you read it, his voice is just there in your head, man. It's just he was such a talented person. No, I wouldn't do Diaz at all.
James Earl Jones.
That surprised you, huh?
Hell yeah,
What?
bro. I didn't think he was gonna go like a damn esteemed actor.
No, because I don't want to do the
Voiceover
stereotype. I mean, what am I gonna do?
artist.
You talking to me?
You talking to
You
me?
talking to me? That fucking old Texas guy, there, fucking narrow.
Hey, 500 milligrams of gummies. And I ordered a 15-inch pizza.
Who would you do? Who do you think yours is?
Shit. I'd probably say, if I had to guess, I'd probably say something like Martin Lawrence. Call back.
But the problem is,
How about you, Tanner?
Hold on.
Oh,
We got
there you
something
go.
going.
There you
Call
go,
back.
taking my readers again.
yeah.
But Brian Mill. Motherfuckers better keep moving over there to that side now.
Give me a little woo, woo. You remember that one? You guys remember national security?
Yeah.
Oh
That's
man,
just funny.
that was a great one.
Nah, but yeah, Martin Lawrence or like like I would definitely say like a pause to cause voice, something that's like a Morgan Freeman type.
Andy Dufresne.
Every time that inner voice comes in, I'm like, let me think what's gonna happen. What do you got, Tanner?
Oh, probably Bill Burr.
Bill Burr. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's honestly just a helium Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, all right, huh? We're good. Let's go get something to eat, right? And then you just pitch it up, and you're like, huh? What is he talking about? Huh? I don't even know.
Bill Burr is hilarious.
Dude, when he did
He's so funny.
that last little clip I saw when he went off on the journalism guys
Yeah,
when they're
yeah.
taking pictures of him was fucking amazing.
you know he's got mixed kids, right?
Yeah, no, I love Bill Burr.
Isn't that funny that a lot of white comedians have black wives?
Well, I don't
That is hilarious,
Isn't
Lance.
I don't find it funny at all.
I do. Like that's just insane. What? I mean, not all of them.
Why,
I mean,
why is that insane?
because it's like
Yeah, let's hear this.
Yeah, why is it insane? That's why I want to know because I don't think there's anything.
let me
insane
word
about
this correctly.
Take your time.
Let me,
Take your time. Hey,
let me word this correctly.
it. Okay.
Because I definitely am not against it whatsoever.
Are you
that
sure?
wasn't my point.
oh,
I'm mixed.
Obviously, we know that.
you got mixed feelings. I'll tell you that.
But it's just funny because I think the having the experience from dealing with a partner that is from another ethnicity, it improves on your comedy for that crowd of people, right?
Right.
So like if I was dating a Latino woman, then when I was in a room full of Latinos, then I would have more ammo when I'm dropping comedic slots, and same thing with every race. And so that's what I mean by that.
So nothing like she's looking for ammo for against Latino people.
Very good on that one, Haas.
Hey man, we can't get out of here without asking Haas something.
What's Tanner Hall? I mean, I only called him Haas.
No, you're calling him Haas. We call him Haas all episode.
Fellas, call me whatever you want. Just don't call me late for dinner.
What's something you think future generations will thank us for, and what's something you think they'll resent us for?
At least this one isn't a thinker.
Definitely is a thinker.
Oh,
the last couple have been shit shows. That's why this one had to be a good one.
That is a good question.
Yep.
Son of a gun.
All right, let me repeat it really quick.
All right, yeah, repeat. Yeah.
What's something you think future generations will thank us for, and something they'll resent us for?
Good night, dude.
I know, right?
I mean, how much time do you have? I think they
internet.
Both,
right?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, it's the same. It's the same reason why the entertainment industry is struggling, but independent artists are doing better. I would say because the technology has made a way to make things more convenient with streaming, but then also the technology has allowed you to create things on your own. So I think it really is a double-sided coin in most aspects.
What about the food trajectory of we're starting to get more healthy stuff going now? I think they'll thank us for that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
I mean, they're going to be alive to thank us.
That's a good one, yeah.
They're going to be alive to either thank us or hate us. But the reality of the matter is, America has been poisoning its citizens for the longest time.
So long.
And excuse me, there's so many things that we have done here in the past few years that just don't exist anywhere else for the sake of making money.
Yeah.
And, not to get too walk the line.
Go all the way, bro.
Well,
capitalism, all that bullshit.
All the stuff, big pharma, the whole spiel.
So, 1,000.
The system kind of has to come down and kind of reassess what is going on. And I think RFK is a killer example of someone who's in it for the right reasons and who has been,
for a long time, dude.
He's lifelong, and
25 years plus he's been on the same agenda. Finally, he's getting to,
it's shocking to me because, back in the day, you guys, we talk about food.
Good job, Tanner.
We talk about food
Thanks,
so much
Lance.
in here and shitting. We talk about both all the fucking time, right? But it's just, when you were a kid, you just remember when you went to Taco Bell and how good those tacos were.
Oh, yeah.
And then you look now, 30-something years later, you think the quality would still be good or better. It's fucking 100 times worse.
Oatmeal based.
It's just crazy to me how much they've cut in corners over the years and how long it took us to finally say this is enough.
Yeah. So if we went off those two premises that they'll thank us for internet and they'll hate us for they'll thank us for the food that we did and resent us for the internet, right? I mean, yeah, I think the way the food is trending, yeah, man, we need to, dude. It's something's got to bro. It's ridiculous at this point. And everybody's on it now.
Yeah,
even Mark. Mark's really been he's been a trendsetter in that area of hey, we need to really start paying attention to what we're eating, and
that's right.
And I think I think that trend is just going to go even further.
No, it's
and in the next 5-10 years, we're gonna have legit. It's crazy to me that in Europe and in different places they been doing the shit that we eat.
Yeah, they've been doing
for years. 20 years, and we're still stuffing our faces.
I'm telling you, it happened around that 20 mark.
It's crazy.
About 20 years, 25. That's when it started moving the wrong fucking way.
It's kill off your race, I guess. Kill off the population.
Mm-hmm.
So, but all right. Yeah, I know we went a little too far in there.
Hey, TikTok, thank you for watching.
Absolutely. And great job there, Mark.
Great job. It was Tanner, not Mark.
I said Mark and then Tanner.
Okay, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
I can't hear, see, or do anything else.
I know you cataract.
Tanner, thank you, bro. You did a great job today.
Thanks, fellas. Thanks for having me. It's been a real pleasure to be here. I can't wait to come back next week.
Yeah, so you can embarrass me again?
What are you talking about? You do that plenty on your own.
You do.
I
No, Joe, you're very close to my soul.
That was a good one, too, to
Good
start
call
that shit
back.
out.
He's
Yeah.
great at him.
Yeah.
Where can they find you at, Joe?
At the real Joe Rosati.
You want to do Stu?
Stu Zill Productions.
Cool. And where can they find you at, Tanner?
On Instagram. At Tanner Hall, 2 A's with 1 L.
Mastermind Media.
Yep.
And Mark Rodriguez, right?
TV.
TV. I always mess that up.
I know.
Mark Rodriguez TV.
There you go.
There we go. Norma Lee.
Yep.
And I am _IlSon. And we'll see you guys next week.
All right. Peace.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Yeah. Oh yeah, the beast back. Adrenaline pumping through my veins, can't relax. Original, I am not the same as